Hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to the Excavation of Hob's Barrow. In the last episode, we found quite a promising lead. The little girl, Jane, now that she's on her own, she has confirmed that she does know where Hob's Barrow is, and she's even offered to tell us. Unfortunately, she's decided that she wants to play hide and seek, and she's currently hiding in a really dark hole. We need some kind of light source to be able to go after her. Now, we also have our stuff in the storeroom. If we can get Henry out of the way, if we can buy him a drink, I think we should be able to get our stuff. Now, first things first though, who else is in the bar?
Good day, sir.
The man gives no shits. No shits whatsoever. Okay, it's just him. It's just him. All right then, Stanley. Ooh. Let's leave that till last. Yeah, let's discuss everything.
I found Mr. Shoulders home, thanks to the help of Father Roach.
Wonderful. So you've met our vicar then?
Yes, I did. An interesting character.
Indeed. So, did old Leonard apologise for his absence?
Not quite. He wasn't home.
What is that man playing at?
You tell me. I've decided to find Hob's Barrow without Mr. Shoulders' aid.
Are you sure that's a wise idea, lass?
What other choice do I have? I have a feeling he is avoiding me. Do you know where I can find the barrow?
No, sorry. I say that on my mother's grave, Miss Bateman.
I mean, what other choice do I have? You could go home. That is your other choice. That is your other option. You could say, right, this place is really fucking weird. Dodgy shit has been happening. I'm gonna tap out. Like, this place is... There's no shame in that. There is no shame. I think... Thomasina, I think one of her greatest strengths is also her greatest weakness. It's the fact that she is so scientifically minded. She is so logical and rational, and here's the thing, there are times when that can bite you in the arse. Like, oh, what is there to fear? What is there to fear? Well, clearly there is something, because everyone is shit scared of this place. Yes, I'm not saying you should take the, like, all of the mythology and all of that gubbins. Like, you don't have to take that literally, but if everyone is saying, oh, we don't like this area is bad news, like, maybe don't just go, oh, well, it's superstition, nothing more. Like, no, there's probably a reason. There's probably a reason. If everyone is saying, this place is bad, don't go there, maybe, just maybe, you should say, you know what, I can't find a scientific reason for this. But if everyone is saying bad shit happens there, then maybe bad shit happens there. I should back off. And no, science. I will find a scientific reason for this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Thomasina, no. Thomasina, common sense, please.
My assistant has not arrived as planned.
Oh, is everything all right?
I'm not entirely sure.
Am I to keep a room for him just in case?
If you could hold it for one more night, Mr. Kemp.
As you wish.
He's dead. Kenneth is dead. I don't like the fact that he hasn't appeared.
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
A most charming man, Miss Bateman. He looks after us here, a good fellow.
Where does he live?
Panswick Manor, on the moors. No visitors allowed. His lordship likes his privacy.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting, because damn near everyone we've spoken to, we've had kind of we've had a range of, like, opinions on Lord Panswick. You know, some people saying, like, yeah, he's alright, and others saying, like, oh, he's the devil incarnate, fuck him. However, damn near everyone has mentioned, oh yeah, he fires at people. He fires at people, you need to be wary. Even the most positive have said, like, oi, don't be going up to his house uninvited, you're gonna get shot at. Like, yeah, he comes down, he gives sweets to the kids, he buys us all drinks, da-da-da. But, like, you need to be wary. You will get shot if you get up there. Like, don't go up uninvited. The fact that Stanley hasn't mentioned that, I find that interesting.
Can I please have a new candle for my room?
I'll go upstairs and replace it this evening.
Can I have one now?
It's not dark yet, Miss Bateman.
Never mind.
But I need one. I need a candle, please. I've got to go into a hole.
I'm sorry to ask this, Mr. Kemp, but could I please open a tab?
Still not in your purse?
I'm afraid not. My assistant hasn't arrived as planned, so I find myself in a bind. He must have put the money in my crate, which is currently being held in Mr. Price's storeroom.
Well, as you know, I run an honest establishment here, and I do trust you. So yes, I'll open an account for you, to be settled at the end of your stay.
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Now then, I'll be needing something of value as a deposit.
I thought you said you trusted me.
Aye, it's not personal, lass. One can never be too cautious.
Okay. I'm going to assume this is just going to go over that information again, but just in case.
How can I open a tab again?
Leave me an item of value as a deposit. I'll give it back to you at the end of your stay, when it will be time to pay the piper.
Why did you say that so weird?
Goodbye.
See you soon.
When it will be time to pay the piper. I don't know. Bad vibes. So we have this hairpin.
A sharp hairpin. Could be useful.
Wait, no, wasn't this, didn't she say this was sterling silver?
I think this might be genuine sterling silver.
Oh, Here's the thing, that's going to be worth something. That's going to be worth something. But also, I'm like, we need all the holy protection we can get. I don't trust this place. It's got bad vibes. I'm an atheist, and I'm just like, yeah, give me that crucifix. Give me that Star of David. Give me something pagan. Like, I'm taking all of it. All of the holy symbols. I want them to keep me safe. I don't want to give this up, but if it's sterling silver, then I think this is what he'll want. No, excuse me.
Will you accept this silver cross pendant as a deposit?
Can I take a closer look at it? Aye, silver. That'll do.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Can I get you something to drink?
Oh, yes, please. One drink won't hurt. Not right now. Not right now. I want to be sober.
Not right now, Mr. Kemp.
As you were.
Oh, and it was silver as well. That would protect against werewolves, just in case that's what we're facing here. Oh no. I'd want that back. I want holy protection, please. But still, now that we have a tab open, you come on down to pub.
Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you a drink, Henry?
Really?
Really? We can talk more at the inn.
But I told Mr. Price I'd keep watch of his storeroom.
Doors have locks for this very reason.
You're right. One drink won't take long. I shall take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
The rocket weren't Stevenson's only design, you know. Before that, there were the Blucher and the Locomotion. But my favourite would have to be the Lancashire Witch. I believe he built that in 1828. In Newcastle, of course. Well, that's me. I better be off.
Wait!
Ta-ra, Miss Bateman.
I couldn't even get a word in.
He likes a good chinwag, our Henry.
He certainly does.
Okay, on one hand, I'm like, hey, Lancashire, they're talking about trains, the Lancashire Witch, get in there. Oh, okay. So he came, but then he has he gone straight home? I was gonna say maybe if he's drunk, he might have like stepped into an alley for a piss. But no, one drink isn't gonna do that. Wait a minute. No. Because he wasn't the only person we could invite for a drink. There was Cyril. I remember that. Cyril was asking, oh, are you paying? You paying?
Good day to you, Cyril.
How do, lass?
What do you make of Henry Long?
An idiot who thinks that station's a good idea. Can you imagine? Strangers pouring into Bewley. Turns the stomach, that does.
Maybe he has a point. You could travel.
Bah! You're an outsider. I'd expect you to have such a bad opinion. But Henry, he's a Bewley lad. We've had the odd barney or two in the pub over it all.
I can imagine.
We can get them arguing. Cyril, come to pub.
Can I buy you a drink, Cyril?
Now?
Yes.
Go on then, lass.
Follow me.
So then, he turns around and says, why is a dog like a tree? And I says, I don't know. And he says, because they both lose their bark once they're dead.
Very droll, Cyril. Well, it's been a pleasure, but I must be off.
Aye, lass. Ta for the drink. You're not too bad for an outsider.
Oh, and he said the correct word for thank you as well. Ta very much. Oh, I love you, Cyril.
Thanks again for the ale, lass. Now leave me be.
Will do. You just stay right there. And if you could get even grumpier, that'd be much appreciated. Henry, are you interested in a second drink?
Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you another drink?
I suppose one more ale won't hurt. I shall take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
To think, if that station hadn't been built, we would never have met. Blessed be the Midland Railway.
Idiot! That station is the worst decision this village has ever made!
Cyril Farnaby, a miserable man with miserable ideas. I will change your mind even if it kills me.
Oh, they're arguing. Can we overhear? Can we overhear the argument?
These two are as stubborn as each other. I'll leave Cyril and Henry to their grand debate.
Okay, you just argue, gentlemen. And I am gonna go a-thieving. To the postmaster's office.
Locked, as expected. I need to get inside without attracting too much attention.
So no breaking the window. But we have, do you know how to pick locks, Thomasina? Do you know how to pick locks?
Kenneth taught me this useful trick. A hairpin is much more than a hair accessory. A few wiggles and this lock should spring right open. I've snapped the hairpin in the process, but I managed to unlock the door.
Hey, excellent.
Let's open this envelope. There's a note inside.
Miss Bateman, I beg for your forgiveness. A matter of grave urgency has arisen in London and I cannot join you in Bewley. I've packed your usual equipment and pray you will find local assistance in my absence. I look forward to seeing you upon your return. Yours faithfully, Kenneth Murdoch. Is this his handwriting? Is this his handwriting? Do you know Kenneth's handwriting? This could be Kenneth's handwriting, but someone forced him to write it before they murdered him. I don't know. No, I want a fellow outsider. I want a fellow outsider here.
How very frustrating. I wonder what happened. I'd better get this to the alley before Mr. Long comes back. Moving a fully laden crate through the village square was no easy task. Somehow, no one was there to witness it.
That's weird. I mean, we literally just came through the village square. There's Betty and Douglas and Mr. Crozier and the guy who's leaning against the wall. Where did all they go? I don't know. No.
But I didn't give up, because I never give up, do I, Mother?
There's a... Knowing when to quit is a valuable skill. Knowing when to quit is a valuable skill, and it seems that Thomasina does not have it.
I am as stubborn as my father, as you liked to remind me. Wait. Where's my money? It's not in here. Kenneth, you absolute liability of a man. It looks like everything else is in here. Picks, specimen trays, shovels. Oh, my chisel, I'll take that. Ah, my lantern. It feels light. There mustn't be any oil inside. I'll leave the rest in the crate. Stanley assured me things would be safe here. No money and no assistant. This is most inconvenient. Still, I've been in worse situations. I've got a tab at the inn for now. I'll worry about money later. I must find that Barrow and get on with the excavation.
No. Again, the fact that we have all of the stuff that we would need to excavate the Barrow, but we don't have something that would secure our independence. Because that's what money would do here. We would be independent. If we chose to leave, we could. If at any point Thomasina just went, right, you know what, this is getting a bit too weird for me. This is getting a bit too weird for me. I'ma rent a horse. She could. We can't though, because we have no money. And if we had money, then we could get the holy symbol back off of Stanley, and we would have holy protection. No.
It's my crate of excavation tools.
No.
I don't wish to carry around my heavy excavation tools.
Okay, fair play. Now, okay, so we have the chisel.
I've had this for years. It's looking like it could break at any moment, really.
Okay, so we might want to be careful with that. Got it, and we have a lantern.
I need paraffin to fuel my lantern.
She's brought up a lantern before. One second. You're still here, so where were you 2 minutes ago? I don't trust this.
It looks like the same make as my own.
Okay, that makes more sense now. I was saying before, we don't have a lantern. What do you mean? So could we take some paraffin?
It looks like the same make as my own.
Okay, no, well, I mean, it's on your shop.
Good day.
Yes?
I was wondering if you might be able to spare some lantern oil.
I don't have much to spare, lass. Paraffin is as rare as hen's teeth in these parts. How much coin do you have?
None, I'm afraid.
If you're in a bind, I can trade you a small amount.
A trade, you say?
Aye.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, what do you want to trade?
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
Surprise me.
Well, that's great. That's wonderful.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Would you like a gentleman's glove?
I don't think Mr. Crozier would be interested in trading his paraffin for this.
No, okay. I mean, we know he likes to collect fossils.
Fantastic specimen.
We spoke to him about this. He likes to collect fossils. And now, oh, I think I know what to do. I think I know what to do, because now we have a chisel. Come on, up. We want to go up here. I think it was by the beck. Yes, there's an ammonite.
I can't pry the fossil from the rock with my bare hands.
But we do have...
Splendid. I've managed to extract it in one piece.
Oh gosh, Jane's left her dolls here.
They aren't mine to take.
Okay.
Damp rag dolls have been laid out to dry in the dreary sun.
Jane creeps me out. She didn't before. I've got to be honest, she didn't before, but with her, you know, like, hide and seek. I'm hiding in a hole in the woods. I'm like, no, that ain't right. That ain't right. Now then, Mr. Crozier. Mr. Crozier, will you accept this?
An exceptional ammonite fossil.
Excuse me.
Would you trade some of your paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty that. It looks familiar. I'll take it off your hands.
Wonderful.
Let me fetch some paraffin from inside. There you are.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Okay. Lovely.
An opened tin of paraffin. There's still quite a bit left inside.
Now, oh, that's a thought. So I used up the match. I think it was the last episode. I'm not entirely sure. But when I first tried to get in the hole, I used the match. Does this have like a self-lighting thing? Or have I just fucked myself? Let's see.
My lantern is fueled and ready for action.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. Okay, let's head on down into the hole. After the little girl, I'm not gonna lie, part of me is expecting something horrific. Oh, don't giggle. Don't giggle, you...
Right, let's put this lantern to good use.
Okay, well, we've got like a heartbeat.
Jane, come out at once.
Don't giggle in the dark. Don't be doing that.
Goodness me. Jane!
Silly, what are you doing in that smelly old badger's hole?
You were in there.
No, I weren't.
Yes, you were.
Not true. I was hiding behind that tree over there. I got bored of waiting for you.
So where can I find Hob's Barrow?
Go north from the church graveyard, up the hill. You'll see some muddy fields on the horizon. That's Mr. Bryden's farm. Hob's Barrow is there. Don't tell any grown-ups I told you. And thanks for getting Myrtle back.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jane. You've been a great help.
Okay, it was just a badger. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting to find Jane's corpse. That's what I was worried about, that we were just gonna find a little girl's body all, like, kind of crumpled and, you know, like, oh, she's actually been dead for months, like, you were hallucinating. Like, that's what I was expecting. Like, I'll take a badger. I'll take a badger quite happily. You know what? So we now know where Hob's Barrow is. I'm very tempted to go and speak to Wally. Because obviously he was saying, like, oh, don't give my sister her doll back. So I want to see if anything's changed with him. It's not that far. It's not that far. It won't take me 2 minutes. Yeah, any reaction?
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
Okay, no. She's like, I want to just go to the Barrow. I want to go to the Barrow. Like, I've been searching. I have a lead. I want to go. Okay, fair play. Fair play, Thomasina. I'm curious, but I'm also extremely nervous. Hello? Are you... I mean, to be fair, there were a bunch of worms. That just could be normal. Like, fairy in disguise, a fairy taking the shape of a bird. No, it's probably just eating the worms. Like, we're probably fine.
As I trudged through the barren moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far. The enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance. The townsfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hob's Barrow. The suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear. In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate.
Oh, that... Again, I think, I was saying this before, I think Thomasina, one of her biggest strengths is also her biggest weakness, her faith in science. And that's not to say that you shouldn't have faith in science, but it's important to have an education, to be educated, but at the same time, you need to learn from your fellow man. And I think that's what Thomasina is avoiding. Oh, these people, they're from a village. They're so uneducated. Why should I learn anything from them? Well, if you were paying attention to them, as you said, it's only now I realise that they were afraid. She's wandering around Bewley thinking, oh, they're so stupid, they're so stupid. They're also, you know, they're also wrapped up in their superstition and their lack of education. They don't realise, you know, any of this, blah, blah, blah. No, if you paid attention, you'd realise they were afraid. They were afraid, and if everyone is afraid of an area, maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's a reason. It might not have anything to do with superstition. I was saying this a few episodes ago, like, you know, you might have some kind of myth about a fairy that steals babies and kills them in this specific location, because 100 years ago, someone actually was killing babies in that location. And over the years, it's become like this terrible event that has evolved into myth. If everyone is afraid of a location, there is probably a reason. And it's not daft to say, well, like, I can't find a scientific reason for this, but everyone is afraid. Everyone is afraid. There must be a reason. I don't know what that reason is. However, I'm backing off. I'm backing off because common sense tells me that I should be backing off. That isn't stupid. That's not stupid. That's common sense. Like, I just want to pick at another line, and it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate. So, So I don't think I've spoken about this. So this game is all in flashback. This game is all one big flashback. Thomasina is writing to her mam, and she's discussing the events that happened at Bewley. I find it interesting in a way that she's blaming Jane. I don't know what is going to happen. Well, I mean, I can at the very least put out of my mind the idea that the people of Bewley are going to kill her, because if they killed her, then she wouldn't be able to write a letter. Like, I don't know what is going to become of Thomasina, but I know that she survives all of this because she is writing this letter. It wasn't Jane that condemned you to anything. It was you. If something bad happens to you here, it's not Jane's fault. You had every opportunity to say, you know what, there's weird shit going on, I'm out. I'm out. Like, to be blunt, I know where I could go if I wanted to buy heroin. Oh, there goes my timer. There goes my timer. Like, if I really wanted some heroin, I know where I could go to buy some. Just because I have that knowledge doesn't mean, like, oh, it's the person who told me where to buy the heroin. That's why I went and bought it. Like, no. I'm not gonna do that. Like, my behavior is on me. I have this knowledge, but just because I have this knowledge does not mean I am going to act on it. I have no interest in buying heroin. I have no interest in that. Therefore, I'm not gonna do it. It's not Jane's fault for giving you this knowledge. It's your fault for acting upon it. That. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, my timer did go off, so I'm going to bring this episode to a close right here. In the next one, we explore Mr. Bryden's farm. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members such as SM2K. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.